Hi, everybody. Mari Mendoza here. Nice to be on this moment right now. So, happy new moon. We're on March. Today is March 29th. Is it 29th or 28th? Holy smokes. It's the 28th, and the new moon and the eclipse starts. It's right in this energy. We're right in this energy of the 28th, 29th. This is a really powerful moment. So I apologize. We've had a lot of wind here moving around. And so there's a lot of energy moving. And the eclipse is powerful. Solar, it's a new gateway. We're at the end of this eclipse season for now. But this solar eclipse tomorrow with the new moon in Aries, there's much energy here. And this is really creation energy. So I want you to just come with me and align in this energy because a lot is moving on the planet and it is creation energy. And so what that means is everything that's been happening here on the planet, everything that's going on, we are undergoing a huge energy, a crucible of refining and purifying old ideas, old thought forms, old storylines, old systems are breaking down. That's what this has been about. And whether you're aware of it or not, wherever your focus is and whatever your attention is being drawn to, that is really the homework, so to speak, to pay attention. So in this moment with this new moon and eclipse, I want to just back up. This is the Remembering Your Multidimensional Being series. And every new moon, we're doing this on YouTube. You can go and look again, Mari Mendoza Healing Arts. And you can go to my website, marimendoza.com, and look at all the offerings there. I have lots of offerings, YouTube, meditations, there are classes. And so this is an opportunity to really tune into where you are in the moment. And so there's a lot of motion and movement on the planet. There's a lot going on as far as the world, the 3D world, and whether it's politics, environment, weather, personal, there is a real polarity, a clashing of energies that are going on that are really seeking to evolve and move beyond that. And over the last weeks, I had a retreat last weekend in Palm Springs, and we had a very beautiful, intimate group, and we held the Merkaba, the energy of the spring equinox, to stabilize balance. So many people are expressing, as I've had calls and people coming who are asking and having really a lot of issues and trouble with balance, emotionally, mentally, physically. This is the moment where we seek that within space. And I call that the 0 point. Other people are talking about this as well. But to find your center point and find your balance in the middle of all of this going on. We're in a huge chaotic moment, and chaos is breaking down. This is the crucible that is melting down all of the energies. If you're familiar what a crucible is, you put into that container all the raw ore like gold or silver, and it cooks it and heats it to a point where all the impurities come to the surface. So we're seeing a lot of that. And if that's coming up in your life, great. It means it's time to take a notice of what is surfacing. What do you still carry? You have something in alignment in your system that's aligned with an old belief system, an old trauma, an old wound. We are clearing this now on such an incredible level, because chaos is disruption. It's also part of creation. And so it's necessary for the dissolving. Think of a caterpillar that goes into the chrysalis. What happens during that time where it's in the chrysalis before it becomes a butterfly? It literally is dissolving and turning into liquid, and then it reforms itself. So that's a huge transformation. So where are you in this process? Are you the caterpillar? Are you going into the chrysalis? Are you in the chrysalis, you know, melting down and transforming? Or are you about to birth? Are you the butterfly? Everyone's at a different point. And so this is an opportunity right now to recognize that you are not just this 3D personality, you are a soul. You are so much more than this physical body. And that's why, you know, this moment, the birthing, the balance of the equinox, the balance of spring, this solar eclipse and new moon is an opportunity, like a clean slate. So later in this transmission, we're going to be going into a cleaning, a brief little clearing and cleaning with the violet fire, with the violet flame, and moving into creation energy. This morning when I woke up, I all around me, as I have been developing, and my senses, I'm an artist. You may know the image next to me is one of the pieces in my Cosmic Wisdom Sacred Earth Quantum Healing card deck, Portals of Healing. This one is the energy of the violet is coming through, and there is massive photonic light coming onto the planet. This morning I was in a in between space, and I was able to see this photonic light coming in. More and more I see that, I am able to tune into multidimensional levels and layers where I'm seeing sacred geometry, I'm hearing tones, I'm able to navigate through different realms internally, the interdimensional space. I am being able to, and we're all doing this one level or another, tuning into others and where they are in the world, as a healer, as a multidimensional being. The more that I tune into the cosmic, I'm still walking on the earth and practicing holding that. And that's the shamanic, where we're connected to the physical, the water, fire, earth, air, ether, because we're still in physical bodies. But expanding into that interdimensional, multidimensional knowing and perception is the next level of growth for all of us. And everyone's at a different stage of that. So this morning I saw this incredible violet light. It was magenta, violet, neon. It was everywhere around me, and I was very aware of this photonic light that's coming in. So I am working diligently to paint those images, to match those frequency colors in my paintings. When I sing, when I'm bringing that in, that energy, frequency, vibration flows through, and I see the colors of the sound that I'm making. This is where we are going, you know. So if that sounds strange to you, everyone has a different way of perceiving. Everyone has their different unique gifts and talents, so to speak. And so as we are opening to expand into our multidimensional self, you know, this is an opportunity right now to lift off the game board. And I say that because a beloved mentor, I mentioned this years ago, and so many think that they are evolving and they're receiving information, and that activates the brain, you know, the 3D brain. Um, and it's an opportunity to recognize that if you are in a story, and this is what the shamans talk about, if you're in a particular story, and if you keep hearing the same story and you're repeating that same story over and over again, Perhaps maybe you are navigating the the game board and you haven't stepped up off of the grid. So what I mean by that is really lift off the game board. If you're going horizontal, you're doing the same thing over and over again, repetitive patterns. And we do that to stay safe in the world, but all bets are off now. We are dissolving old timelines. There's a lot of disruption on purpose to get us activated to really take notice of where we are, really take notice of what you're putting your attention on, what you're aligning with. Because, recently I was talking to someone who, as we were discussing something, had quick answers. And I noticed the same repeated answers over and over again. And that was a fascinating thing to witness, to see that that person has a story and they stick to it. And to lift out of the story, out of the timeline, out of the hypnosis, to lift up out of what you've been programmed for and by. We all, our nervous systems are hardwired for habit. It helps us drive a car, learn how to drive a car and drive a car. But to break those old habits can be really work. To lift up out of that place and practice moving into a different alignment where you open to new creation, where you open to new ideas, new thoughts. And when you see everything around you breaking down, falling apart, when you're holding one alignment, that's fine. Some beings, everybody is in this moment perceiving through their own lens, how they perceive reality, what they need to learn. There is no judgment. Everyone is doing this as a part of this creation process. And so some may not even notice that anything is happening, and others are very activated and triggered by many things that are going on. Notice what gets triggered, notice within you what that is, and then come into divine neutrality. So that's what we're going to practice today as we go into the transmission and the meditation, to be in 0 point, the torus field, divine neutrality. That's where we're going, because to open to joy and open to create from a place of creation versus the old 3D reality that we're accustomed to. So the instability is what's causing people to cling, hold on, fight back, resist. Take a breath. So notice when you're doing that. Notice what triggers you, and notice what that old story is. And then we lift up off the game board. Bring yourself into a higher elevation. This moment of creation, what's coming in, all of the energies that are bombarding us from the cosmos. This is the creation of a new earth. This is creation through joy and not through habit, not through an old idea. And so that the destabilization can feel really threatening to some people who are used to their habit, to their storyline. Notice if you're uncomfortable. If it's new, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you will be comfortable with it because it's new. If it's new, get into excitement about it. Get into the thrill of wow, an adventure. To lift off the game board really means to lift up out of the story and realize it's time to let go of this old energy, time to really allow my sovereignty, my creativity to align with your higher being, who you actually really are. I mean, all of this energy that has been happening, even the wind. I live in an area where last weekend, it was absolutely still and quiet, the still point. The last few days, it has been crazy wind. And that can really, that's energy moving, right? It's energy moving. And one of the elders many years ago, he said, be like a blade of grass, be flexible, bend in the wind. When there's fierce wind blowing, bend, allow yourself to be flexible. Otherwise, if you're stiff and you're rigid, you could break in the wind. And we see fierce wind. I mean, my house was rocking and rolling last night, so I just allowed, I breathed through it. I'm like, okay, I call my light around me, and I know that I'm always protected. And it woke me up several times. And, instead of resisting and getting, angry about it, or I just allow. And so when we're in the flow and allow the energy to guide us, wind can bring a lot of movement. And we also know that sometimes that's kicked up by psychic energy, the world, thought, mind energy, the group mind of the world consciousness. When there is shift going on, and the shift can literally be destabilizing, recognize that we have the power to neutralize, to transmute, to clear by calling in violet light, calling in the energies to balance and restore, to lift up out of the chaos, to harness that energy for flow and ease. It's wow. This is really an incredible moment. So we're being bathed in this photonic light. I've talked about this for quite some time now. The new earth that's birthing. These are new energies. And as we are being bathed by these new creation energies, our DNA is being activated. We are being activated to come into alignment with our soul code, with who we actually really are on an interdimensional level, as a multidimensional level. And to really listen deep within and to notice what is actually going on with you. So everyone's at a different level. Some people have no idea. It's fine exactly where you are. I have had and met people who never meditate, don't have a higher power, so to speak. When we go into meditation, can't close their eyes. I've had students that way where they could never close their eyes. They were restless. They couldn't settle down. It's a practice. That's why they call it a practice. You're never done. We step into beginner's mind. The guru and the chela is always ever balancing between the master and the student. But to step into beginner's mind today, into this energy of new moon, in this solar eclipse, to really notice and let go of everything that has churned you up, anything that has brought a lot of concern. I've had a number of people who are really concerned about things that are happening. There is no way to control what's happening in the outer world, but to be in divine neutrality and come into 0 point, still point. That means we balance between the right and left side of the brain. The brain is coming into coherence. So when there's stress, and I teach a class on this, I'm actually going to be posting, probably do a Zoom, YouTube on that one. So many people have requested it, to balance the right and left side of the brain and come into coherence and hold that still point where there's no stress, where you're able to navigate. Again, that's a practice. And if you're in that place where you are thrown all over the place, now's the time to start practicing coming to a divine center point, to come into divine neutrality, to be in this moment where you're connected to your creation energy and you're lifting up out and off the game board, so that as you go into higher frequencies, as we do that, as we tap into these higher frequencies, we can anchor this in and stabilize. So to be able to hold that energy 24/7, to have neutrality in the world that is rocking and rolling right now, notice what triggers you. Um, and if not, fine, go forward with your creation. There is a, there is a saying: the higher you go, the deeper within you have to go, because we have deep subconscious energies and collective energies, trauma that are clearing on the planet right now. So many people are triggered by things. And so if you have awareness and you can tune into what that is, it could be way older than you actually really understand. But as we're clearing that among friends, in families, in communities, in um, our where we live, what is surfacing, um, what you're coming into holding attention for, so that as you evolve, as we are all evolving, how we harness these photonic energies that are coming in, how we harness this creation energy is powerful, really, really powerful. There are some, out there who will never even know that we're under an ascension energy process, that we're shifting. They may be completely in their own little bubble, living their life, and completely unaware. And that's absolutely perfect. It's absolutely appropriate. And there are others who are doing deep, deep work, who are daily, consciously moving towards a new awareness and clearing out the old. So there's one thing to notice something, and then there's another to bring awareness to it. Because you can see something, you can watch the news, and you can see all this information. It's information coming in, and that activates the mental 3D brain. All this information coming in, and you could get caught up in the information and the stories and the storyline. To step back from that and witness, to notice, to come into neutrality and notice what is being activated, what is happening. You can go deeper and recognize that it could possibly be a storyline that connects you deep into the past, even among friends. I've noticed this quite a bit in the last, 6 months at least, more so, more even, but recently, especially this year opening up, tremendous, tremendous acceleration. So as we accelerate, as we are moving forward, and as we are expanding in awareness, the awareness is the elevated consciousness, the awareness of it, not unconscious, not just allowing whatever, but a real true awareness and conscious what is happening, and telling yourself the truth. What is happening with you? When we escape, there's a lot of Neptune energy. There's so much happening in all the planetary energy, but Neptune, these frequencies are bathing us, so it's two-sided. Neptune can be escape, and it can be escape into la la la, where just, oh, I'm just doing my own thing. Or I go off and shop, or I work too much, or, drink or eat or escape. I just want to escape. Even spiritual practices, doing plant medicines, and we'll just escape. Or Neptune is the capacity to go really deep spiritually. And so noticing where you are being pulled to just escape and go into some fantasy, or to be fully here and aware and notice your capacity to go deeper. So I know that's a lot said. I know that's a lot, but somewhere within you, you know this, and you're being activated. to grow and change and notice what's happening. And the noticing is the awareness that brings you into this now moment, which is creation energy. The now moment is all about creation. And from this creation, we create from joy. We create from this a new sense of excitement, or we create from an old wound. And so if you have a story and you're sticking by it and it doesn't suit you anymore, what will you be willing to let go of so that you can lift into a higher vibration, a higher energy, a higher creative awareness into actually who you are? Or just even if you don't know what I'm talking about, just surrendering into, okay, I'm opening, I'm willing, I'm open to understand and move into a new way of being. So this image next to me, this is one of my creations. This came through years and years of study with the Himalayan masters, the Blue Starborn, ascended numerology, the Avesa, all of these energies. But this is an ancient connection to a frequency, and this is the Trinity energy. This is part of my card deck. The three, the infinite O, the liquid energy of creation, the pool of creation. That's what this whole entire image is about, is tapping into the Trinity. It's always been a creation. And when I go into this, I experience various different things, the dragons, the energy of creation. What is it that you may experience in this moment? The fire of and light of your balance, the infinite O, which is a protection. As we go through these portals and tap into the potentials and the possibilities of who we are, that's a powerful moment. So we're in Aries. We just shifted into an Aries energy. I have a carnelian here. I have a number of things here. Not only do I do color, sound, crystals, this is a citrine. So these frequencies, they're holding the potential and the energy for healing. And so the crystals, if you are not familiar with that, if you think that's kind of an airy-fairy thing, actually the earth is embedded. There are veins, huge, colossal veins running beneath the earth and all networking all through the earth that are holding the energy of the crystalline, because that holds the frequency and it moves energy. And the whales sing and sound through those energies to move energy. And so crystals are emerging again. We are crystalline in our body. Our spine is crystalline. The water in our body, our cellular structure is crystalline. So we're stepping into remembering our crystalline being and who we actually are. And this is a frequency that is coming online. So many people are curious about crystals. They don't really know. This carnelian, this is a really yummy energy, right? This is this is the sacral, it's sexual, it's creation. And also we have the throat, this energy of the throat and how we express. We've also just come through a Mercury, Venus energy as well. So everything is bathing us in the potential. So Mercury, the communication, Venus, love. Many of my clients lately have a lot of stuff in the throat because we're opening our communication as well to express a higher frequency, what we call an up level of the linguistic field. Because what we know now, some of the words that, trust, for instance, means one thing to one person and something else to another. The word love could mean something to you, and it means completely something else to another. Truth could mean something to one person, completely different to another, depending on where you come from, your experience on this planet, how you are, where you were raised, how you were socialized, how you were imprinted as a child, So as we clear the old definitions of all of this, we're moving into this clean slate, new moon, this solar eclipse energy, which illuminates through the solar light, this citrine. This is perfect. The citrine, and particularly there is actually, let me find it. There is a pyramid, if I can find this. There is a pyramid in this. Oh gosh, now I won't be able to find it. Where is it? There's a pyramid in this citrine. Sorry, I can't find it right now. But the energy of this citrine is the Trinity, is the solar plexus. This is the energy right now, the creation, the throat. Look at that. Look at that clarity. The heart, lungs, the throat. The amethyst. All of these energies combined creates kind of like a platform, a blast off, a moment right now for us to open into new creation. So whatever you need assistance with, whether it's crystals or sound bath, or, that's what we're doing right now, is moving into infinite creation. So I think that this, this crystalline activation, the manifestation, the energy in the moment where we tap into this image. Let's take a moment now and begin to move now into the energy of this this image, the Trinity, the O. So I invite you, as the second part of this is meditation, the energy to really allow yourself to relax into your breath. So I want you to notice this image, and as we move into this, bring your hand to your heart, taking in a breath. As you breathe in, and we let go of focusing on me. We're just going to move into the image itself and listening to my voice, taking in a breath. So as you breathe, begin to allow yourself to put away the thinking mind, all of the energies that get you questioning or busy in the head. Take a breath. Hands to heart. Sa. This sa is a Sanskrit breath. It's literally a relaxation. Breathing in. Connecting on your breath through the mind, the heart, the belly. Sa, the relaxation. Let go of everything. And again, deep breath in. Bring yourself into this moment, breathing, connecting through the mind, the heart, the belly. Let go. And as you let go, allow yourself to be surrounded in light as we call in the infinite energy. We call in this beautiful golden light to surround and cocoon us in this moment. And imagine that this is a portal here before you, and you might gaze at it and then close your eyes. You might see this for a moment and look at the image, the infinite creation, the watery energy of the eternal infinite, the portal the multidimensional aspects of the Trinity, the three, the O, and this portal to allow yourself, take a breath, to see this portal and allow yourself to move closer to it. And as you move closer to it, just begin to relax and really let yourself go. Maybe closing your eyes now, and as this beautiful energy surrounds us, the most exquisite, beautiful golden light, but now this photonic, beautiful magenta, violet, neon light. Take a breath. And as we ask for this energy to surround us and cocoon us in light, we call forth the cleansing and purifying in this moment. Notice as you step through into this energy, imagine moving through this portal, this O, and moving through into this beautiful, beautiful violet light. And just allow this violet energy begins to surround you. And as it does, violet, beautiful light, what is it that is falling away, that is dissolving? Feel yourself as if you stepped into a chamber, and this chamber is completely surrounding you with this beautiful ultraviolet, beautiful violet magenta ray. Take a breath. And as this energy surrounds you, this portal of this new moon, deep breath, let go. Allow yourself to let go, dissolve whatever is falling away, whatever last remnants of energies that have been kicked up. And notice now before you this incredible crystalline light. Imagine this ball of light, a beautiful citrine, crystalline yellow ball of light. See this, imagine, or just allow it. And see this, imagine, allow this energy before you. As you allow this beautiful orb of light, begin to move your attention, your awareness, as if you are moving forward, and almost as if a door opens and you are beckoned to enter. And as you enter, you move into a vast chamber of golden, golden light. And all around, guardians are here. And as you acclimate to this moment, this beautiful crystalline light, golden, notice this is a huge, huge, beautiful cavern of light. And as you are allowing yourself, now as it shifts, it begins to shift. You feel like you're slowly, slowly moving up, moving up. And as you move up, allow this energy to slowly acclimate you. And you find that below you, the energy shifts and you are being connected deep into the crystalline of the earth. And above you, a beam of light coming in. And this beam of light, crystalline, pure rainbow light, begins to flow in and it pulses your crown. Breathe it in. Open to allow this flood of energy to flow through your head. As it flows, it cleans through the whole brain plate, the head, the brain, the neural pathways, your whole entire head being bathed in this crystalline light. Breathe in. And as this light flows through the base of the skull, through the face, the bones and the face and the facial features, the skull, as it flows deep inside the brain into the tissues, activating pure light flowing in. Breathe. And as this light flows through the throat now, cleaning, clearing, opening, recalibrating, it's almost as if this light, like a flood, a beautiful shower, river of light, flowing through, balancing, and as is spiraling down through the center of your body, cleaning, opening, unwinding stuck patterns through the throat, allowing this energy to spiral and open through the throat into the heart space, through the whole shoulder, the neck, the shoulder, any physicality in the neck structure, your speaking voice, the throat, the shoulders, everything you carry there, unwinding, clearing as this energy spiraling down, cleaning, purifying. As it spirals, it cleans gently, opening and vibrating through the head, through the throat, cleaning there. Take a breath. Opening through the shoulders. Let go of all of the old heavy energy flowing away, all of the ancestral, anything. Notice what old alignments you have. It's like an old coat that you wear that's very familiar. Old identity, old story. And see this as falling away, dissolving. Let it all flow. Deep breath. Let these old energies fall away and allow from the shoulders down the arms, releasing. And as the whole shoulder area, upper heart, clearing any grief, anger, any fight energy. Deep breath. Cleaning, purifying down through the heart and lung now. Opening as we want to open and breathe life into our creations. We breathe love from our heart. The whole heart, lung, the respiratory spiraling, moving down, breathe, allowing this energy to flow through the heart, cleaning down into the solar plexus, clearing, creating a beautiful energy through the whole entire spine, under the chakra plate of the heart, the lungs, where it connects between the heart, lung, and the solar plexus, cleaning any old emotional energy there. Deep breath. Any unresolved stuff you've stuffed under the covers, the things you don't want to deal with, take a breath. Allow it to dissolve now. Remember, we are in the chrysalis. You are the caterpillar that's dissolving. Allow all that stuff to dissolve. Don't hang on to it. Deep breath. Dissolve that old energy. Allow it to open and clear. And as this energy flows through the crown, breathe it in, spiraling down through you, cleaning, opening through the belly, cleaning through the solar plexus, all of our creation, any areas where we hold tightness, stiffness, anger, fear, resistance. Take a breath. Let it flow. Clean it out. Clean and allow this energy to spiral down into the sacral. This is the creation energy, your sexual, your creation. Allow this. Open it. Any old stories, any old emotional energy, clear. Allow it to clean. Allow through the hip area, the pelvic floor, all of the areas, your way of navigating the earth. Any lower back issues, any hip, chakra, base, root chakra energies. Deep breath. Breathe this energy in. It's flowing through you, spiraling, unwinding, cleaning, all the way into the pelvic floor, into the balance of the hips. Clean and allow these old structures. Allow this to flow down the legs, your knees, how you move forward in life, your stability on the earth, down through your legs and into your feet, down. Allow this energy to flow through you. Breathe in, straight through your body, spiraling, cleaning, unwinding everything down into the earth, connecting into the crystalline core, the core creation energy, that pulsing of light. And now, as we connect deep into the earth, we ground here. We are bringing ascension, the higher frequencies, to the earth. We're balancing the water, fire, earth, air, ether. Breathe and send this energy down to connect. And as we connect deep into that pulsing, living, regenerating light, the energy at the core, the heart of the earth, the Pachamama, a great, beautiful blast of violet, ultraviolet, beautiful light, violet, magenta, neon. Breathe it up. This spirals up, pulsing up through you, spiraling, bringing the frequencies of gold and crystal and diamond light. Breathe up and feel this IPA, earth energy, regenerating, flowing up through the earth, spiraling up. This time as it pulses through your feet and up through your root. Breathe. It's spiraling in the opposite direction as what it came down through. Breathe. And these energies are spiraling to balance through you. Balancing. Breathe this light up through you, breathing through the root, up through the sacral, up through the solar plexus, up into the heart. Open. Feel the heart open like a beautiful infinite lotus. Breathe up through the throat, spiraling, opening, cleaning, bringing this light straight up the spine, up and out of the crown. Now it blossoms and pulses like a 1,000-petal lotus, sending a beam of light straight up. Breathe up. And as we breathe up, that portal above us, the infinite energy, the Trinity, breathe up and allow yourself to travel up, 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 up. As you balance, allow now rapidly moving up as if you're moving through the most exquisite tube of light, the most exquisite energy, comfortable, beautiful, up, 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 up. And see this portal, imagine, just allow, intend the clarity, the focus, and the single pointed singularity of 0 point neutrality. Breathe up and open into the infinite energy. You might see a cosmic eye. Breathe and open. And as we move up through the Trinity, open and allow into this infinite field of creation. Breathe. Open and expand yourself. From this point, this place, open and breathe. Allow yourself to expand, expand, expand. Breathe this energy in, the infinite creation, the fluid pyramid, the power of three, the Trinity, the pool of crystalline light. Ignite the three. Experience rebirth. Breathe. Open with your intention on this new moon, this birthing gateway, this doorway, portal. Breathe and open. Expand, expand, expand. What is it that you will bring forward in this moment? Take a moment from this void of all creation, this portal of creation, this energy of infinite. What are you rebirthing? Allow yourself to place intention, hold intention in this moment. Allow and see all around you. Allow it. Draw to yourself the creation energy. Breathe in. Draw this creation. Bring it to you. Call it in. What is it that you will hold intention for? See this new door opening. Imagine before you a door. Open the door. Open to receive all that you need. Divine abundance, the divine support, the inspiration, new creation, team, new people, travel, be inspired, places you might visit or go. Notice what's coming forward. I am a magnet for all that is for my highest infinite creation. I am drawing to myself and opening to receive all that I am requiring, all support, assistance, abundance, health, vitality, information, the guidance, the inspiration, all that's needed, divine creativity. Deep breath. Weaving this energy through you, weaving, 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 creating. Take a moment. What is it that you're calling to yourself? And from this very high place, with absolute clarity, in the joy of creation, in the joy of your multidimensional self, who you really are, just experience for a moment this floating, this expansion, the joy of connecting to your creation energy. Know this. as who you actually are, the infinite within you, this interdimensional portal that you are, the expansion through this creation energy, the piece by piece coming into divine clarity, sovereignty, the knowing, the remembering, the activating of your DNA for your highest creation. Breathe in. Allow yourself for a moment to notice. If you have a question to ask into the infinite, if you need assistance, if you want to focus or require something, ask into this infinite portal of creation and open to receive whenever it's appropriate. And as we are in the gratitude energy, to really tune into the gratitude of being in this moment, wherever you are. And whenever you see this, to breathe in. To allow yourself, breathe. To allow the moment where you are drawing to yourself all of this crystalline light. And as we are focusing once more, drawing this crystalline light to your core, breathe in. Feel yourself as if you are drawing everything into your core, into your center point, breathe in. Begins to weave through you and creates a column of light. And now as we call everything to us, we absorb and receive all that we need. We begin now to make our journey back into our physicality, but notice in this last moment, in these last moments, yourself and your expanded being and the core of you. Breathe in. Allow the core of you to fill who you are as light. Your whole entire plasmic light body is activated. The central column within you, the infinite energy is spiraling, cleaning. Breathe in. Allowing yourself now, as we begin to bring this energy with us, imagine as you turn your attention, as you are drawing all of this light into your central core, like a column, a crystal of light, turning your attention to see, imagine, or realize far below you the game board of Earth, the dense energy of Earth, and see that, imagine, allow, just notice. And as we bring this light, we begin to slowly, as if we're moving down an elevator, slowly acclimating as we bring this high frequency through us, breathing this energy through, breathing in, bringing it down through, and begin to notice the earth, see the earth below us. And this is the new earth, the crystalline. As the old game board is dissolving, the new crystalline earth, we make an absolute clarifying intention to connect into the crystalline earth, the new earth that's birthing. And as we clarify this balance point, we maintain our 0 point divine neutrality as we move back into the field of our beautiful earth, the Pachamama. And slowly, slowly, as we are acclimating through the 6th and 5th dimension, breathing in, placing intention to stay in this 5th dimensional energy. As we hold this light, breathing, see this light through you. Your whole entire spine, nervous system is activated and bathing in this beautiful photonic light. Breathing, coming back more and more into your physicality. Breathe in and anchor deep within you the energy, the intention to hold this beautiful light. Breathing in, and feel yourself coming back more and more into your physical body. And as you do, bring your attention back here, taking a breath, feeling your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Deep breath. And you may open your eyes now for a moment. Open your eyes, look at the image, take a breath. Breathe all of that in. Close your eyes for one more moment and center within. And then opening your eyes. And bring yourself back to me for a moment. So as you bring yourself back here, just allow yourself to come back, feeling your body, and coming into your physical body. Take a breath. So in the 0 point neutrality, as we come back here, as we're beginning to close, take a breath. Hi, how is everybody feeling? Now bring your hand to your heart, one hand to the heart, one hand to the back of your skull. Breathe in. Let's align through the whole entire body. Yeah? Smile. We just received huge light. Bring the hand at the heart to the belly. Breathe in. Breathe in. Feel this energy running up and down the spine. So as this energy runs up and down the spine, I have this beautiful wand. This was one of the creations that we made. This is during our retreat. This is the creation, the crown, the root, selenite. And this is the point of intention for creation, creativity, to anchor the highest frequencies of light. And so to align through our being, I want you to bring your hands in prayer pose, bring it over your heart. If you can, bring your thumbs to touch your heart center. Take a breath. Bring this light through your body. And as you breathe up from the root all the way up and out of the crown. It flows up and then spirals down through your body, down through your spine. Breathe in, down through your root. Breathe up from your root up and out of your crown, up. See it loop up and then come back down. So we're weaving this energy. It's a spiraling and a balancing of the masculine, feminine, yin, yang, sun, moon, day, night, silver, gold. Breathe and come to a point of neutrality. See the infinity symbol at the third eye point. Breathe in. Holding divine neutrality. Bring yourself into this place often. When you are triggered, come into this 0 point divine neutrality. This is a mastery presence. This is to step away, to lift off the game board, to step back and witness what is going on around you, to pay attention to what you get triggered by, where you get pulled out, and bring yourself back into this moment. As you stay in the now, and as you see this image of the infinite and the O, the Trinity, the three. This is creation. And in the moment when you are in your center point, 0 point, this is where we need to be now. No matter what is happening, the wind is blowing, family issues, whatever's happening in your life, come into your 0 point. Come into divine focus, balance point, breathe, bring yourself centered to your heart. It is a moment of infinite expansion, internal alignment with your creation energy. When you balance these 2 points and bring them together, multiple optimal possibilities and potentials unfold. So, in this gateway of the new moon, open to this clean slate. What will you create? How could you create even more fun? How can you be in your joy? Create from that place. Create from a place of wonder and excitement and adventure. I love you all. Stay tuned. Every month we do this on the new moon. Go to my website, marimendoza.com, for more. If you need personal support, I do remote sessions, or come and see me if you're in my area. But stay tuned. More is unfolding. Be in the creation, the art, the energy. More for me is coming forward as well. And as I am in that creation, I expand my great love, divine, absolute joy, gratitude, and deep humility in this moment of all who tune in here, all of this expansion that's coming forward. This is a magical moment. What are you creating? So, with infinite love, many blessings and peace. See you next time. Much love.